I call this meeting of the Whately Giving Garden Committee to order. And does anybody have any comments or corrections to the July 16th minute?
No, I motion to approve the minutes.
Can I get a second?
I second.
Okay, oh, she's just getting back from picking dogs up from groomers. She doesn't have the Zoom link. Melanie won't be joining us. Or
Okay.
she might. Okay, meeting minutes have been moved and approved, so we're all set with those. Next item is general program updates and recent Giving Garden activities. Everything seems to go pretty well. Anybody got any thoughts about what went well or any challenges we need to address for this coming Saturday?
Giving Garden.
Sorry,
Mhm. I was just making sure he understood what we were talking about.
Minute.
I don't
Yeah.
really at this point.
Okay, discuss whether the updated wording such as Giving Garden free plants and produce helped rather than I think it said seeds and plants previously. I think it was helpful. Anybody?
Yeah. Well, and I think the swap language sometimes made people think that they had to bring something in order to get
Right.
something. So I posted on Facebook a reminder for this Saturday. And I've been trying to use the new
Yes, I've
language.
noticed. And the signage has all been changed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In fact, there was no electronic board this past week. I don't know if he was contacted and didn't do it or what happened, but that didn't get changed because it wasn't even used.
This week for this Saturday, it hasn't been put up
I
yet.
mean, last Saturday it wasn't there.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the big board.
2 weeks ago, right? Is it up now?
Probably not.
I don't know that he does it on Thursday. I don't know if he does it on Friday or.
Okay, this is Garrett who takes care of that.
Yes.
Caroline, are you the Garrett liaison? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'll email him. I feel like for some reason I feel like 2 weeks ago there was something else that needed the
They were
sign.
using it for something else, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, poke him and see if we can use it this time.
We were gonna have him made aware that the wording was being changed from swap to Giving Garden free vegetables or free produce.
Yeah. Oh, Caroline's busy for a sec.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah,
Um,
just poke him, find out if he can put it up and make him aware that the wording needs to be a little bit different.
yes. And so on that note, Amy just let me know that she needs her sandwich board back
Yeah, we know
for,
that. Go
oh,
ahead.
okay. For the election.
For the 10th, we have the letters and we were gonna make sure that on Saturday, whoever has the keys or can get there can get it back, if not Monday morning,
Is
Saturday.
that the terrible board that we have in the garage that falls
Yes.
apart when you move it?
Yes.
Okay, that's Amy's. Okay.
So does she need it back on Saturday, Caroline, do you know, or Monday morning is okay?
She just stepped out to check the mail. But I can confirm with her. If
Okay.
I have a key to the office and I'll be there. So I can also drop it off on the
Yeah.
way back or
Yeah, and
whatever
I
it
have a
may
key to
be.
the office too. So, I mean, I have a key to the town offices. I don't have a key
Yeah.
to your office. So,
Yes. And so I have a key to both.
yeah,
So we can
okay.
figure that out, I think,
We'll
this
figure that
Saturday.
out on Saturday.
Yeah.
Who's going to be here on Saturday for the Giving Garden? Yes.
We were going to be, but it seemed like we weren't needed any.
Who do we have in terms of volunteers, Caroline, this time?
Stacy Lemon will
Yep.
be there again and Mary Lou will be there
Mary
again.
Lou. Okay.
It was
Two women
last
were
week.
there last time. And
Yeah,
we
Melanie,
we
we don't
volunteer
know.
anytime you want. We'd be happy to have you.
I was
So,
wondering if on the webs on the every Thursday when you post, Caroline, you can still stress, I guess, volunteers, but it seems like we're good on that now.
Okay.
I know there are
Yeah.
other people that were saying, when I volunteer, I'm bringing my blind neighbor with me. And it just seemed like there are other people, plus the ones we have seem to want to be there regularly. If maybe we should stress more about if you know someone who is in need, make
Okay. Yeah.
aware that this exists and make
Yes,
that stressed on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Or at least in the next 2 or whatever.
Yeah. Certainly.
and I was gonna suggest also that we make signs. I can make some signs to put up, with our stuff every Saturday that we do this, that says, do you know someone in need? Refer them to us, or, take a few extra for them and drop them off or whatever.
Mhm.
Just so we more specifically focus on people who really need the help. Um,
Right.
okay, so Terry and Stan, then, do you want to take a week off? Because you guys have been very, very consistent.
I guess so. I mean, we
Do you want to? I
we
mean,
would want to be there.
you would want to
But
be
if
there.
we don't need 10 people back there either. So if
It's
it's
only
our
6.
time to take a step back, then that will happen, that we will.
I'm sorry, I totally lost you about we don't need 10 people back
We
there.
don't need 10 people. It doesn't seem like we need 10 people in chairs behind the table every week.
It's only
I mean,
6.
well, if there's 7 of us, say, I don't know. Maybe,
Oh, if Mel comes, you mean?
yeah.
So it would be the 2 of you, me, Caroline, Mel. That's 5. Okay, and then 7 if.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, if unlimited, or we can go and help and leave.
You like to be there, though.
We'd like to be there.
I
And
don't want
if
you
we don't
not to
have
be
something
there.
else going on, we like to be there. But if there's enough without us and we've been there every week, then I understand that maybe it's time for us to take a week off.
I personally only think people should take a week off if they're away or they want to take a week off.
Okay.
I think if you want to be there, please be there. We've always found things for people to do. I mean, somebody runs over and grabs a watering pitcher from the swap shop, and somebody else goes and puts a sign up, and somebody talks to people who are coming in, and somebody else is like, I'm putting things in bags. There's always things to do. Plus, you're fun.
Well, I mean, sitting there and chatting and helping when, there's the need for it, then yeah, I mean, I just don't know how big of a crowd you want it to get to be.
I think it's fine for now. If it looks like, that's just my opinion.
Okay.
Anybody else pipe in? Lisa, you've come and seen a bunch of us sitting behind there. Is it intimidating, or is it like,
Oh, not intimidating, just
I find it interesting having the different people there and being able to socialize for a few minutes because I don't get out to an outside job, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people who, if they don't have money, they're not out doing a lot of things, and that's a chance for them to, spend a few minutes and connect with different people.
yeah,
well, that is definitely all true. I agree with all that. I guess my point is, if there's 7 on the committee and 3 people want to volunteer, we still need everyone?
Probably not. And the only thing that might offset that situation would be to potentially do this more often and then divide up who works which weeks. Because I have found that there's been 1 or 2 times where you guys have had the Given Garden that I have been caught up with something else
right.
that I didn't necessarily want to be there for, but I had to. So just missing one means you've all of a sudden gone a month from one to the next one.
True, yeah.
True.
But
Maybe
we're
we
also
can-
asking the farmers to donate, and we want to ask them to do it every single.
Every week,
It
yeah.
doesn't have to be every farmer every week, though.
But we
If
only
it were
have
to
2 or
do
3
something
farmers.
like, if it were to be something like that, it doesn't, that's,
That's true. We have 2 or 3 farmers.
yeah, if you've even just got one, that is setting us up with, something that's really nice in addition to what people are bringing in. And like I said, when people have, an abundance of things, it doesn't happen once every 2 weeks. It happens on a pretty consistent basis. So,
Yeah,
I know it makes more work, but for the high season, what would say the high season, which is we're coming into right now, doing it every week for a little while, then people aren't missing out too much if they have a family vacation
right, right.
1 week.
I
Just,
love
just
all of
the
these
thought to throw out there.
Yeah, I love all of these ideas. My suggestion at the moment is let's continue the year the way we've got it. And then well, it's August now. I was going to say in August, but maybe September, October, we talk about how we're going to reformat it for next year, incorporating ideas that you've brought, which are fantastic. So we leave it the way it is right now, and then we talk about restructuring for next year, and maybe, reaching out to other towns, making it more of a regional thing, maybe making it every week, maybe having some folks do beds that are specified to go to specific people who've signed up, etc. What do you guys think? So we can put that on the agenda for like late September, early October, when things are starting to peter out a little bit.
Mhm.
Okay. Mel, hi, how you doing?
Guys, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hello. Apologies. I went to go pick up the dogs again.
Are your dogs beautiful now?
They are beautiful. Yes, they are beautiful. I just got in. I ran upstairs, grabbed my laptop to log in because I don't know. It's my personal cell phone doesn't have all my easy access to this kind of stuff. So I'm here. I apologize.
Thank you for running upstairs and plugging in.
Yes.
And is your husband going to bring your dogs by to say hi?
Yes, I'm sure.
They're too cute.
I know. Are we having good weather this weekend? Do we know?
Ah,
Yeah, it's
Oh.
gonna be hot.
All right. Well, that's a bummer.
All right. Next item on the agenda is the upcoming distribution and logistics. We already confirmed. Mel, will you be able to be there on Saturday, or you have?
Yep. Nope. I'm there Saturday.
You don't need to be, just, checking. But okay, yes, awesome. Terry and Stan, we thought it was great when we showed up by 8:30 to start setting up. So I'll do the usual saying I'm gonna come by your house at 8:15, but it's really gonna be 8:20 because that's me, baby.
Yeah. See you then.
See you then. And the expected donations from farm community members and other donors. We never hear from community members, but Norse is giving us strawberries.
strawberries again.
Oh,
Strawberries again. Yeah, they must be late season strawberries.
Or everbearing.
Yeah, exactly. Terry and
We
Stan,
might have to put them in smaller pots.
yeah,
They'll come in quarts.
smaller, yeah.
Pints would be
I think,
better.
I think we still have some smaller containers stacked in the garage.
I think we have flower pots.
We have flower pots. Okay. Oh, well.
yeah.
Have you spoken to Dave Chamutka? Is he gonna be doing anything?
These cucumbers, 2
Cute.
boxes.
Excellent, fantastic. And Doug Coldwell is again gonna donate herbs, and I have some of his new fancy flyers with color.
Okay, good.
They're in a flat format, so while we're sitting there at the table, we probably can just fold them and
No, that's-
but they look great. Availability of bag. Are there any other donations from farmers that we should know about?
Well, Hakoski didn't work out last time. They were supposed.
Yeah, and every time I drive by their farm stand, they have gotten,
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
yeah.
Mary Lou is gonna ask someone in Sunderland.
Yeah, Mary Lou was gonna ask some folks. Caroline, do you have her email address? Would you be willing to contact her and ask if she's been able to check in with anybody and if they're going to donate anything?
Yeah, I'll email her now.
Would be fantastic.
Somebody's making pickles.
Yeah, the woman that took all the
Might
cute.
take a while for the pickles. We might get them this week. We might get them in 2 weeks. Who knows? Yeah,
Huh?
that's somebody took a lot of cukes and said she was going to bring back pickles to give away. So
Our cherry tomatoes are starting. I'll have more squash. To Lisa's point, I have them on the off week and I give them to, I think I've given to all the neighbors and the mail lady. And so the plan would work out well to have someone to give them to in between,
yeah,
someone
makes sense.
especially in need. But anyway, we should have some stuff.
I might have some stuff. I just ate my first squash at lunch today, but there might be some out there. Boy, do they grow fast.
Mm.
Once they are started, they're like, do we have bags, smaller boxes, containers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? I think we have a pretty good supply in the garage of stuff that we need.
We have bags. The boxes have mostly been given out.
I can bring some more
Oh.
boxes. I keep saying I'm going to do that. Boxes. I'll put them in the car today. Smaller containers. I might have some smaller fruit containers. Someplace I thought I saw a whole stack of them. Was that not in the garage? Was that?
No,
Oh,
we use most of them.
They had pot.
okay.
Big boxes,
What's that?
big boxes.
Yeah, okay, fruit containers. I can also contact Norse and see if see what container size the strawberries are coming in and if they're okay to give us some smaller
Has
ones.
anybody checked with Sobieskis about blueberries or anything that they might want to do?
No,
We talked about them.
we've talked about it. I will do that today, I swear. I keep going away on vacation and then catching up with work when I get back. So I will do that, Sobieski. And next. Next item on the agenda is seasonal activities, signage setup, and community participation. We liked the updated signage language. Status of reprinted signs and any possible donated banners. I didn't do that yet. Review availability of newer Whately Farms brochures. We have those. Next item on the agenda is the raised garden bed program follow-up. Have you gotten any more feedback, Caroline? Photos, etc.?
Yes, and I with some assistance, I created like a little visual that I was hoping to share with you all, if that's all
Yes,
right.
please.
All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Let me see if I can. Okay. Here, just give me 1 second. It's being a little funny. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right. So
Ooh.
this was some of the information that we got.
How
So-
cute.
So we
I
got
love this.
we had 38 people enroll, 10 households. There were 19 from the people that I heard from. We had 19 different plants.
Awesome.
The
Look at
most
you.
Oh,
most
great,
popular was
Caroline.
basil and tomatoes. We've got some pictures.
That's so
Fabulous.
cool.
Nice.
We had this little statistic from the Agricultural Commission, and then I got some quotes.
Oh my God.
Excellent, Caroline.
You killed it, Caroline. I love this.
This is fantastic.
So I think if it's all right with everyone else,
Yep.
I think we can add it to our webpage
Heck yeah,
and publicize.
that
Yeah.
is so cool. Nice job.
Yeah,
Oh my
excellent
gosh.
job.
Yeah,
Can you
and I
read
think
to us a couple of those? I couldn't read the
Oh yeah,
the
I'll send it
feedback.
out. Yeah, I'll send them out.
Gardening
Well,
club. Can I come in?
what's her
No,
name?
not on video.
Katie Roth.
Katie Ross. Yeah, she left me a voicemail, like at the office, talking about,
What the heck was that? I got a flash.
but yeah, so yeah, I'll share it with everybody. I'll send it around.
excellent. And do you think that's something we could put on the Facebook feed as well?
It's an HTML rather than like a
Oh.
photo because it's like a web page, but I think we
Okay.
could link to it.
You could link to it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Good job.
And you could print as PDF and then save it as a PDF.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
And then that way you have like you could do printouts.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna add that to my list.
So are there some of the 10 you didn't hear from at all?
Yeah, I think I heard from 6 or 7 people.
Did you hear from Nikki Hill?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh,
Maybe though.
I'm gonna ping her. I go next door and say,
You ping away, Mel.
we need your testimonial, woman.
Yeah. Yeah. And did you happen to mention in the outreach that you did, Caroline, that if folks have extra, they should bring it?
I
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe that'll result in some more zucchini.
True.
You need zucchini? I'll bring zucchini.
Yeah, I know.
Zucchini, we'll always give it away. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else about the raised garden bed before we move on to discussion of the refrigerator painting contest? Okay, refrigerator painting contest. Discuss the possible school-based project. Mel, you take it away because you had a good discussion.
Yeah, Dre was so excited actually. And then we just kept getting like we were talking through everything and I feel like it could be really fun for the kids getting them involved. So basically, instead of having it as a competition where we have to rely on a few people that feel bold enough, or courageous enough to submit something like that, we just kind of put it on we have it as as a grade by grade. So the art teacher and staff will work with them. Each grade will come up with, their little section that how they want to frame what they want it to look like, what their theme is, type of thing. And it would basically be like the top half of one, the bottom half of one, the freezer section, the refrigerator section, and then the other side. So we've got 6 perfect sections that each class can work with. And then we just bring the refrigerator over there and the art teacher can kind of do it as in whatever progression she feels like. And then they've got material if they need more material or something specific. We can figure it out at that point. But I think that's such an awesome idea to get the kids involved. And then as they drive by, they're like, oh my gosh, that's the refrigerator we did for the community. I just think it totally makes sense. That way we don't, there's no competition. And then the logistics they take care of themselves.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, cool.
So what were you guys thinking, Mel, what were you thinking about timing in terms of start it when the school year starts or wait for a month or?
Yeah, I think, I think I'm going to talk to Chrissy or I think talk to her because they were meeting up. So Dre was going to talk to her, see when it kind of made sense to bring this up to the art teachers probably sooner than later so that they can kind of schedule it in. And I'm sure they have other things going on too. So it could be something that they're kind of doing as like a little extra fun, project. But I think the sooner the better. That way they can kind of plan it into their first quarter.
That sounds great. And we'll need to communicate to them that it needs to be focused on non-perishables. So
Yes.
we don't
Yeah.
have pictures of, tomatoes and stuff, and people open up the fridge and go, everything's in a can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. True story.
Same
Okay.
criteria as the flyer you
Yeah.
had made up.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll share it with her, send it over.
Okay, so within the next couple of weeks, will you be doing?
Yeah.
And then
We'll have like the plan cemented out, I think, by the next
the next
call. Yeah.
fabulous. So I don't know if we actually need to vote on this because it doesn't necessarily involve money, but I guess what I would say is I move that we abandon the refrigerator painting contest and explore the option of it being a school-based project for community involvement. And yeah, if anybody wants to second that, go for it.
I second.
Okay, and all those in favor, Terry,
Aye.
Stan,
Yes.
Mel,
Yes.
Julie, yes, Caroline.
Yes.
All righty, that's what we're doing. Great job. Thank you, Mel.
Yeah.
Next item on the agenda, unless we have anything else to follow up with about the refrigerator, is website communications and public outreach. Discuss whether the current outreach is reaching residents who may most benefit from the Giving Garden. We sort of touched on this last time, and we talked about reaching out to the senior center.
I did do that. I emailed the director and their director of outreach. I didn't hear anything back from them. So
Oh,
yeah.
That's unfortunate.
try again. Try a phone call, maybe?
I mean, they've been responsive to some of my other emails that I've sent them for other things, so I was a little surprised that they didn't follow up after this one, but
Yeah,
I can try again.
Boink them again with another email. What we've got here is what Lisa was bringing in. Discuss possible reserved boxes or baskets for residents who cannot attend distribution. We talked about that a little bit. Did we discuss how we would find out who those folks might be, or is that still?
School and senior center was.
The senior center, right?
And the other option would be to have a table with flyers out during voting. There's a lot of people who come through that don't do almost anything else in town. And if there's a small table that's not necessarily right in the middle of things with the voting, I don't know if that's something that is able to be done or not. I don't know if that is allowable.
Yeah, Caroline, do you have any idea, or can you check with Amy?
You're muted.
Checking with
Oops.
Amy.
Yeah, I'll check in with Amy. She must have just stepped out. But yeah,
Again.
I'll check in with her.
Yeah.
She leaves at 2, so I think she's trying to wrap things up for the day.
I think that's a great idea, and if we can do that, let's do that.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Nice work, Lisa.
Because then also, in addition to that, besides it being, we know for sure that it's Whately residents.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right. Yep. Yep.
That they're the ones that are being, reached for and touched first.
Touched first, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Caroline, so let us know what Amy says about that. Follow up on outreach to school principal regarding respectful, privacy conscious outreach to families who may benefit. Mel, were you able to discuss that at all?
We'll talk about that when we plan the steps for the refrigerator, and I'll get that info.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Discuss whether a mailing to residents would be useful. I, yeah. Thoughts?
Well, Stan just whispered expensive.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm
Are
thinking
postcards any cheaper than doing a full-blown letter?
not a whole lot.
I just Googled that yesterday because of the political postcards. It's not
Yeah,
that
what is the
cheap.
cost of
They're not really any cheaper.
They are
little-
cheaper.
Yeah,
But
well, they're cheaper because you don't have to buy envelopes.
Yeah.
But like this, it's the same postage
It is the
cost.
same
Yeah.
postage.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I
used to
thought
be
it
way
was.
cheaper, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Never used to be, but
I,
okay.
re- I remember the most recent time I went to buy postcard stamps, I was like, what?
Yeah, it was 60 something or 70
Oh
something.
my
I
goodness.
asked
Yeah.
Wow.
Alexa yesterday.
Might as well mail a really big postcard. Hang on a sec.
Speaking of, if anybody needs, I bought the political postcards to send to all the senators, and so I have like 300 of them. So if anybody wants to do it as like a little
Wow.
side project,
I would
I'm
take
doing
some
it.
of those. I have the
Okay.
ones sent to early voters, but not the political ones for senators.
Okay, I'll bring some on Saturday.
Cool. Anything else on that topic? Otherwise, we can move on to donations.
I don't think you want political things on the table, that's all.
Oh, no, they'll be behind the scenes.
No, no.
Oh
You
yeah,
can pass it to me
it's
like,
gonna be on the DL.
That's on the down low.
yeah.
Yeah.
Donations, how we doing there, Terry?
We got another 43 last week.
Excellent. That brings us to
That
a
is
total.
incredible.
We're like at 178.
Nice.
So cool.
You can almost buy candy.
Oh, wait, we might be. I think we were at 178. Hold on. Before the 43, I think we're over 200.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can. I started another sheet because I turned in, I think it was 178 when I turned it in to the town a week or two ago. I have the paper, but then it'd be 178 plus 43.
So we're over 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice job. That's so cool.
Yeah. Ag Commission and community partnerships. I don't have any updates from the Ag Commission. Have you spoken to anybody, Caroline, or?
Not about the Giving Garden. No.
Okay. Future community partnerships, including senior center, we're going to follow up on that. The school, we're following up on that. Community garden at town offices, not a happening thing yet, but we have that on the agenda to talk about if we have an actual physical community garden centralized at some point. That's a whole nother bag of worms, can of worms.
Exciting.
Follow up on possible USDA related connection through Katie or Laura Ross. Is anybody willing to take that one on?
What was it?
Follow up on possible USDA related connection through Katie or Laura Ross. I guess
Oh,
Katie
that's-
Ross' daughter-in-law works with the USDA.
Yeah, Laura works with the USDA in Hadley or Amherst. I can't remember.
And is there something that we thought we wanted from them? I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Well, I feel like Katie had just said that the USDA supports this type of work and they support farmers. And so maybe
Okay.
we could establish some type of connection.
And get them
Um,
to support us. Okay. All right.
and Laura Ross is on the planning board.
Right. I will put that on my plate. The things I'm putting on my plate, I intend to do today or tomorrow. Because usually what happens is I have these little notes and then I put them aside and then my work gets in the way. Discuss whether any agricultural partners may be willing to donate, more willing to donate if we can identify specific community need. Discuss.
This isn't my area at all.
Yeah, I have a feeling that if we can demonstrate specific community need, we can use that as a selling point to anybody. But we're not there yet. So let's keep that on the agenda for future. We'll just keep kicking it down.
Do we have any contacts for lumber for being able to put together additional beds for more people to do raised beds and bring in their extra produce?
Doug Coldwell was the one who donated the lumber from last time. I think he ripped the boards himself.
Okay.
Like, I've got extra, I'll just build 10 beds. So I don't know if we have contacts for other folks. I
Because I
don't.
know there's Bear Creek as far as, they're good about donating a little bit of compost for doing the flower beds, but right now the flower beds are pretty happy. They need more mulch than anything to keep the weeds down.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah, they donated the fill for
okay.
the raised beds. It was a combination of Bear Path and Doug Coldwell. And I think they're interested in doing it again next year. And I think the only thing we might want to do is see if they can do more and if we can throw a little money their way to do a few more. Will you all excuse me for a moment? I need a quick break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, the sun just came back out.
It looked a little treacherous there for a moment.
I know. It was, you know what? It's kind of crazy because I drove down to Southampton this morning to drop the dogs off. It was so dark and ominous. And then coming here, coming back, I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. And then we went back down to pick them up, and it was super bad again. The weather is like,
dumped here a little while ago.
It's crazy.
It just totally opened up and dumped
Wow.
a little bit ago.
Around noon, good.
Where are you? Where are you, Lisa?
I'm just south by a mile out of the center of town.
We got here in West Whately. I mean, here in Haydenville.
We didn't get any rain at the town offices.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Christian Lane, there's nothing.
Really?
No, it dumped bad. So I try going outside and it's like walking in with sauna, and I just turn right back around and come back in.
I just thought, oh, we don't have to water.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that too.
That too.
But do we not have to water?
Because it poured.
Oh, yeah, right.
The skies opened up.
Yeah.
But not on Christian Lane or by the town hall.
Weird.
Wow.
They're scattered.
Yeah, that's the right word.
Yeah, we're like tropical now. We have like a tropical climate. I don't know.
Okay, next item on the agenda, committee administration. Reminder for any members who still need to be sworn in. Has everybody present who's on the committee been sworn in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Can send a nudge to Eric. Caroline, can you do that? Or we can just, or should I just ask him if he wants to continue to be on the committee?
Maybe do that first.
Yeah.
I think.
We haven't seen him at all anyway.
She was saying that in the beginning, like.
Yeah, and if there's anybody else on the Ag Commission who would like to take his place. Discuss open committee seat and possible interested members. We discussed that with Stacy Lemon last week. I haven't heard anything back from her, or 2 weeks ago. She hasn't gotten back to us about whether she's interested in being on the committee.
You did, Caroline?
I feel like she had emailed back saying like she just wanted to learn more and that she might want to discuss it with us on Saturday.
Which she did.
She did. That was,
Oh,
And
I
I think
understand.
she
Sorry.
left it that she was interested, she was gonna discuss it with her husband or something.
yeah. So we haven't heard from her.
And
Uh,
you approached Betty
Yes.
Lou also, Betty Lou, Mary Lou. Didn't you ask her as well and like kind of in passing as we were talking about it to Stacy?
I asked her if she wanted to be on the select board
Oh, oh.
in the future when somebody, if anybody, yeah, because she had a lot of thoughts about the town, and I was like, would you like to be on
Okay.
the board? But yeah, no, Mary Lou would be great too if she wants to. Lisa, since you're sitting in, is that something you're interested in
I
considering?
may be interested. I'd have to look at the timeline. There's certain days of the week that I'm out of commission and it just doesn't work for me at all. But, you know, it's generally at the very beginning of the week, either Sunday afternoons or Mondays into Tuesday morning, or just,
Perfect.
you
We
know,
typically meet on a Thursday at about this time, at about 1, and we try to meet just every 2 weeks. During the winter, sometimes we meet only once every month,
yeah.
and that's it. And then we try to keep the meetings to an hour. So that would be the commitment, and then you can come to the Giving Garden distributions if you please or not.
Yeah,
So,
I'd be interested.
okay, cool. Caroline, do you know if somebody wants to be added to the committee at a later date? Then we have to send them through the town, right? Through the select board, and they have to be
Yes.
appointed.
Yes, the select board has to like approve of the appointment. So I think I think as a member of the select board, I think you could nominate someone, but I would
Okay.
also just check in with Pete and Jess about it. They know a little bit more about it than I do.
Yeah. Lisa, would you like me to nominate you, or would you like to think about it?
Oh, let's jump in 2 feet.
Woohoo, baby! Lisa Moore.
You hit me on a good day.
Awesome.
Caution to the wind.
We have already benefited from your ideas, so
I know.
look forward to that. Da, da, da. Hang on, I got on the
Gotta
wrong.
get sworn in at the office, that's all.
Yeah, so you'd have to be appointed by the select board, and then you would get an email probably from Caroline saying you have been appointed to this committee, and then you need to go into the town offices and say, I solemnly swear, blah, blah, blah.
I think it'd come from Jess. Jessica, she's usually the one who does all the nomination papers.
Cool.
I'll make sure I
Follow up
give you the email that both my husband and I get, because I don't sit in front of my emails very often. So if he gets it, he'll be like, hey, Lisa, you got an email. And then I jump on and take care of it.
or we'll pester you at the next meeting and say, you got to go and get sworn in, girl.
That's okay. Well, just let me know when and where.
Follow up on the Giving Garden email group and shared folder. The group email seems like to be working quite well.
Yeah,
I
group
love
email
that.
seems to be working well. I'm having an issue creating a shared folder just because it's I've been having some technical difficulties with my like OneDrive and SharePoint, so
Yep.
I'm still figuring that out. And I was out last week, so I didn't spend a lot of time looking at
Okay.
it. But the shared email seems to be working, and I think it's quite convenient.
Yeah.
Do you want me to set up a shared? Does it have to come from you? Because I can set up a shared folder easily with
I
OneDrive.
mean, feel free to. I think my only actually, yeah, go ahead because
Okay.
I can add it as a shortcut and then on my computer, and then it like will be a town record.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
And did you add Eric to the email group?
I did.
Awesome. So he's getting these emails despite the fact that he's ignoring them.
Yes.
Okay. Any other items under committee administration? Last things are items not anticipated at the time of posting. I'm gonna suggest to keep this meeting shorter, that we add those to the agenda for not even necessarily next time, but just future, well, add them to the agenda for next time so they stay top of mind, but we don't need to discuss them next time. Coordinating with other towns, possibly looking at funding to create an educational program or coordinating with other towns. And Lisa's idea about pairing up people with raised beds with folks who might need produce. Was there anything else that was not anticipated that we want to kick down the road and keep on our agenda?
They don't even really have to be raised beds to be connected to another.
That's
I mean, it
true.
could be your garden, can't it?
Yeah, no, it could be. Yeah. I have our next meeting as next Thursday. I wonder if we want to consider changing the, well, it'll change every time the month changes, though. I was going to say, consider changing the meeting time to always be the week before we have the Giving Garden.
That's what it used.
Yeah.
So rather than the 13th, we'd have the next one be on the 20th. And then it doesn't necessarily run every other week. It just is always the week before we have a swap.
That works.
The week of the swap then.
Yeah, the week of the swap. If that's beneficial to be able to discuss like what's happening 2 days later, then that would give
Yeah.
it
I think that makes some good sense because
Unless there's something that comes up in the meeting that needs time to get accomplished before the next swap. That would be the only thing that would,
right.
we
you
have
know.
email. We have email communication too.
As long as we don't discuss things that like are financial or need a vote, we can do email communication or email communication between, what is it? We can't have email communication because it's considered quorum.
We can't deliberate
We can't.
over email. But like for example, like I could send, like we could send a poster out and say,
Okay.
"Hey, will you review this and we'll discuss
Right.
like
Okay.
we'll
Or
discuss feedback or make a decision about it in the public meeting." But you can still like, "Hey, what time are we supposed to meet again?" Like that's fine.
What
It's
about what Melanie did the other day discussing her discussion? That's
saying that she had a discussion with the principal about the school
well,
project.
I think it's that you can share content and you can share information, but as soon as someone starts to discuss that content or information, that's where the deliberation piece comes in. So we can always share, like, hey, this is happening, can't wait to discuss it at our meeting.
Right.
And so that's always what I try to be careful about. So, like, if you ever want to share something, like, go ahead and share it, but then follow up with, let's make sure to discuss this at our meeting and
Okay.
not via email.
What about something like, we need a sign made for Saturday? Who can do that?
I think that's fine.
That's fine.
Because
That's accomplishing a task.
right.
Or
And it
Is that
doesn't
a real-
require a vote.
for donations.
Julie, is that a real request? Do we need a sign?
I'm sorry, what?
Is that a real request? Do we need a sign for this weekend?
No,
Or were you okay?
no.
Just an example.
I was
Okay.
I was making an example.
I wasn't sure if it was like sliding it in there, like, oh yeah.
No. If
One
I was
last thing.
sliding it in there, I would do it with a wink and a nod. And where? So then the last item on the agenda is to adjourn.
Oh, wait, so when our
sorry.
next meeting is when exactly?
That's right. I apologize. To confirm the next meeting date and time, the motion, I move that we change our meeting dates to always the Thursday before the Saturday event and keep them at 1 p.m.
So the next one will be the 20th.
The 20th.
I second that.
1 p.m. Beg your pardon?
I second that because you made a motion.
All
Right.
those in favor, Mel,
Aye.
Caroline,
Aye.
Julie, aye, Terry,
I,
Stan.
Yes.
Okay, good. So next meeting will be the 20th of August, 1 p.m. on Zoom, no matter what the Zoom link says.
I'll change it. I'll make sure it's changed.
I will take a motion to adjourn.
A
Second.
motion to adjourn.
see you
Okay,
Saturday.
Bye, guys. Have
all
a great day.
everybody just say aye, aye,
Aye.
Bye,
Aye.
bye.
Aye, aye,
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good afternoon. Thanks for attending, Lisa, and for being our newest member.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.